Today's talk is about self-compassion and the value and the benefits of self-compassion. So what's the opposite of self-compassion? Getting hard with ourselves, getting disappointed, getting worked up, getting depressed, taking things on personally when they really don't belong with us. And why is it so important to have self-compassion? Simple. Reduce the stress, reduce the strain, reduce the negativity. Do we need to hold on and carry those things? So the problem is the most obvious one, is self-compassion. It seems such a lovely, amazing thing. It's, a little bit out there, you could say, but is it really? But if we're brought up in an environment that self-compassion is not part of it, it doesn't mean, oh, look, I love myself. Okay, that's nice too. But I'm basically talking about simple self-compassion, seeing the good in what we do, seeing the good, the potential we have, just the simple basic things in life. Instead of the other one is getting disappointed with things not happening, getting upset, hurting ourselves, getting emotionally down, depressed, worked up. Now, these are all habits. From all what I've learnt with neuroscience, we have the ability to change. That is the most beautiful thing. We can be in one place, and through neuroplasticity, we can change ourselves into the place we want. Will it happen instantly? Well, we can use the analogies like, if you win lotto, you become an instant millionaire. I'm very happy for you. But do you really get the same benefits out of somebody that spent years and years working towards that money and seeing the benefits and growing with it? So we can look at it, oh, it's not happening straight away. Or we can look at it, the benefits are like, okay, it's an amazing journey. Let's enjoy the journey. At each little step, we can enjoy that as well. So looking at self-compassion in another perspective, let's look at a child, little Shmuley. He's not the best kid at school. He's a very bright kid. And, a typical one that the student's not content with himself. And the teachers get upset with him. So let's say the principal, another teacher, sees little Shmuley over one side and said, Shmuley, can I just have a little talk with you? And Shmuley's like, uh-oh, I'm sick of being told off. I'm sick of getting in trouble. Sick of all this. And the teacher says, Shmuley, I've seen you around. I see that you're a very, very bright boy. And I see, Shmuley, when you put your mind to something, wow, it's so amazing how you make things happen. You see, the way you interact with the kids, or the way another boy is having problems, and you're always there to help them. Such a beautiful thing, Shmuley. So what have you done? You've now given over self-compassion to this boy that could be hard on himself and doesn't believe in himself. So now you've made somebody else feel good. And I like to use the analogy, it's always going to be a win-win situation. Now, the biggest problem I hear from people is it doesn't come natural. Okay? We were born able to breathe, able to eat, but there's not a lot of physical things we could do, and they weren't able to read a book. We weren't able to jump. We weren't able to logically work things out or understand languages. But you know what? Through time and persistence, things can happen. So the same thing here, self-compassion. Now, what are some nice exercises we can practice of self-compassion? When you go to the store, be thankful, say hello, greet people, make other people feel good. Because there's an analogy, when you point forward, 3 fingers go back at the same time. So what you're going to give out is going to reflect on us and help change ourselves. And the thing is this is like a conscious way of doing things. Because the important thing is that a lot of these habits are from the past. And unless we can bring ourselves to the present and realize what's going on, we're going to default to the old way of getting upset. So then you get upset, and what happens? Are you upset with yourself? So then you go in the vicious circle. I've seen this many times with people that are struggling with how to lose weight. They get upset with themselves because they're putting on weight, And when they get upset with themselves, their stomach hurts. And when their stomach hurts, they want to do something to make them feel good. So what do? Eat. So after you eat, then you get upset with yourself because you did it. And there's this whole vicious cycle going on and on. So the main thing is to break the cycle. One of the perfect ways when you go out, you can greet people. You can practice it here, practice there. So now you're now taking on a new way when you're in an environment that's not very threatening. You're just going to the store. You're going here. So one of the things is I also like to use the analogy is like, let's say that you get into an argument with somebody else and they get upset with you and you don't understand why and you don't believe you did anything wrong. Then at night, the person that's getting upset with you has a beautiful night's sleep, wakes up refreshed, happy. Mind you, you're thrashing around in the bed, you're all worked up and you're angry at this person. Now, getting angry, did that actually help the situation? Or does that keep you locked up again? So we have a choice. Now that's not self-compassion. That's an old habit. So we have a choice to make right now. There's many, many ways we can do things. There's a system, there's a natural system that we work through to make this happen. But I believe the strongest and most important part of it is to be present right now, right here. Why is that so important? Because being present right here, right now, gives us the details and the ability to think and focus up. Is that word, what I'm saying, what I'm thinking, what I'm acting, what I'm feeling, is that self-compassion or is that an old habit that I don't really want? And if I focus on what I don't want and I keep reproducing what I don't want, then what's going to happen? It's going to keep coming up again. So now let's go back to being present. Present right now. There's techniques how to keep doing this. Present right now. This is like the bit of detail without getting too detailed about it. Being present right now. Okay, this is where I am right now. I have a situation. I can be happy about it. I can take it on. I can be compassionate about it. And the more compassion we give to ourselves, what are we going to attract? Compassion back. It just naturally happens. We're very magnetic. It's amazing how magnetic we are. You often see that people walk together or together, they look alike. They look almost like, sometimes look like family members. They look so much like, you see them, they stride together. They're almost dressed the same. People are magnetic. And then you say, but people don't like each other together as well. Yeah, because they both don't like each other. They're both on the same path of dislike. So they're attracted in an opposite way. But really, we want to be attracted in a positive, compassionate way. That's the ultimate goal. So self-compassion is also a journey, and each little step adds up and adds up and adds up. And it's like, you know, when you're trying to make something and it seems very big. Well, let's say you want to paint the whole house. Looks very overwhelming, you've got to paint the whole house. But if you just paint around the windows, now you've started. And you keep working away with it. And eventually over time, even that little bit you've painted, you're like, wow, it looks so nice. So that's, or you're already taken on the new way. And you paint another one. Wow, it looks so nice. You paint the wall. So it's taking on the new way, step by step. We can do the same thing with ourselves, with self-compassion, as we take on little steps. Those little steps could be an amazing, massive win in a bigger picture, in a different way. But each little one has its own rewards that adds up to the next one. I've seen it many, many times that just these slight changes doesn't really seem like much, but those slight changes can really make a big shift in where we want to go, to have more self-compassion. And the advantage of self-compassion is feeling good about yourself, having people around you feel good, seeing things positive, feeling calm, having energy, feeling alive, feeling vibrant to want to do things. These are the real advantages of them. And I want to thank you once again for watching and staying to the end. It means a lot to me. I appreciate it a lot. I love to share, and here's a great opportunity. If you're already subscribed, I appreciate it. I thank you very much for subscribing. If you haven't, not yet, hit the subscribe button. And on the way out, please leave a little comment down below what you thought of it so we can work on it and produce more videos. I appreciate it a lot. And if you really like it that much and you really want to get in contact with me, there's an email address. Hit me up with an email or on one of the social medias. DM me there. I'd love to get in contact with you. We can do coaching, and there's a course as well that I can put you onto as well to help you be the person you've always wanted to be with abundance in your life. Thank you once again.